Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer. Now, when we left off yesterday, we had just reclaimed Cair Andros. We have reclaimed Eastern Osgiliath. We're trying to take Minas Morgul. We've dealt with most of the big armies in Ithilien, or rather, Forest of Ithilien. And now, we are going to hope. The game is already saved. Let's get into the end turn. See what Mordor does. Oh, right, I'm moving spies. That is cool. I guess we could see what Isengard has up in this settlement. That would be useful knowledge if they decide to attack me at another front. But I think that they are actually doing pretty poorly against Rohan, so... Oh, here we go. Mordor has decided to besiege me once again.
Show yourselves.
That'll be fun. Isengard is trying to bribe my settlements, but they aren't actually attacking me, so that's good. And nobody else should be in range except for Khand. Yeah, so nothing interesting happening there. All good. Take Ostithil. Alright, well, you know, Council of Elders, y'all don't know what you're talking about? Okay. This is a decent defensive force. I mean, it's not big, but it's something. I think, is this the same as this? Yes, it is. So, yeah, Rohan's doing pretty good, honestly. Enedwaith is moving troops into Rohan's territory. I'm not sure if they should be worried about that, but I don't care. You are heading down here to get retrained. Let's do that quick. Cool. This unit just got retrained. Let's move them up to Western Osgiliath. I could move troops from Eastern Osgiliath up here to reinforce Cair Andros. The problem is... this actually feels like it might be good enough for a defense of Cair Andros. I mean, where's my spy? I'm over here. Maulers, Southrun Warband. They don't look great. Ranengard, Orc Maulers, Orc Host. That looks like we could manage. It does. It's not going to be easy, but it doesn't look like we're going to have too much trouble with it, especially since we have towers. Minas Morgul has 9 turns to go. That would free up another army, potentially. We could... since the mission wants us to take Ostithil, we could take... say... this general... and move him towards Ostithil with some of the troops from Eastern Osgiliath. I would prefer to let them sit, because, yeah, we're still retraining. There's a lot to do here. Gundabad and Moria have, for some reason, decided they don't like each other. Why? Because Gundabad is at war with Angmar? That makes sense. That makes perfect sense, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about that until I have to. So yeah, so besieged Cair Andros. That looks pretty good to me. Faction announcements, nothing interesting. Construction report. Tharagondos got some dirt paths. We will send them on to make governor's quarters. Columbell got chicken farming. We can add in public fountains, I think. Pelargir got chicken farming. Let's work on communal farming next. And then a recruitment report. Let's just check Minas Tirith. Looks like we've retrained what we can there, so let's move these two to Eastern Osgiliath. Kalinhad has retrained Gondor militia. I wish I could move them into Cair Andros right now, but instead, I guess I will send them towards Western Osgiliath. Pelargir, we already dealt with. Cair Andros. We retrained a territorial guardsman. That is nice. We could retrain Faramir's unit to... presumably this would give us armor? That doesn't make any sense. Not sure what that upgrade is for, but it's wrong. I don't need it. So that's all good. We do have 2,000 gold to play with. Let's see if there's anything not building. Everything's building. That's good news. Can we recruit any new units? There's a territorial guardsman there, but I could probably retrain somebody from here. Say you. Retrain you. Can I still recruit them? No. So we'll have to wait on that. Kalinhad, no. Karasast, no. Pelargir, we could train a ship here. That doesn't feel worth it to me. Ah, here we go. This is where the money is. So I could do one of each, maybe? That'll probably help. What's our situation down south look like? Not terrible, but yeah, there's nothing's changing down here. I think I was gonna send... Yeah, this spy is heading towards Khand, so I can start to understand what this territory is looking like. It does seem they still have Wait. Khand has Harondor? Okay, I'm not gonna ask questions. Whatever, it's fine. And with that, I think we can call it a turn. Ooh, it does look like they have an army coming down. I imagine that's going to attack Forlong here, which, honestly, if that happens, great. That's fine. I might switch governors here so that Boromir is the one who defends if they get attacked at Eastern Osgiliath. And this other guy, he can just kind of hang out. I'm actually going to move you to Eastern Osgiliath. I'm going to move you also to Eastern Osgiliath. And the hope is that this army does something interesting before we have some issues. Do I have... Let's get a spy to actually see what's going on here. Shivus is not interesting. Ganaltan is not all that threatening, really. So, I think, yeah. I think this is all okay. I want to check my diplomat. I'm pretty sure... Oh, I was about to talk to Bree. Let's get trade rates. Super-de-duper. And then I'm going to send this diplomat... Actually, I'm going to keep this diplomat here. I think that's probably worth doing. Now, I'm not going to worry about the council just yet. If they want me to take Ostithil, 7 turns. We have like 6 to 7 turns to think about it and figure out a path forward. So I'm not going to worry about it just yet. I'm going to save the game. And we are going to end the turn. See what happens. We have something moving over. I guess this is some kind of specialized unit. That's the Amphilis Pikeman. And that's that. Alright, Dunedain took a second. Hopefully they're doing well. I don't know. I know they got besieged at Fornost recently. So, they're probably not doing 100% great, but... Oh, Mordor. Oh my goodness, Mordor, what the heck? What is this? Why did you come at me with that huge army? My goodness. Isengard's still trying to pay their way to success. It's not going to work. And that's it. I'm glad I didn't move out of Eastern Osgiliath. That would have been a disaster. Erebor retaken. That's good news. Still have this guy sitting around. Should probably deal with that at some point. You... What were you? Ooh, Blackroot Vale Archers and Lamedon Clansmen. This is fantastic.
As you wish.
Alright, so we can't move these troops into Eastern Osgiliath anymore. We can, perhaps, move them into reinforcement range, but I'm not going to bother. Don't think that's going to help us in the long run. Excuse me, Mr. Spy. So this is 2 Nazgul now. They have Temple Wards and... Temple Wards. Okay, 2 Temple Wards. That's annoying, but manageable. This guy's probably got Uruk Bodyguard. I'm not even going to... Actually, I am going to look at it, because there was that one guy who had Temple Wards as well. He does not. And then the rest of these are utter trash. So, not really worth worrying about at the moment. I mean, it is going to be a difficult defense, but we have Boromir, and we have pretty healthy troops here, honestly. Not necessary to retrain. So yeah, I think I'm okay with all of that. Settlement besiege, yeah. Hopefully we can get to these battles soon. Construction report, Minas Tirith. We got the Steward's Hall, which means we should be able to get better barracks. Yes, we can. Okay. I think... Part of me wants to go for the archers first, but I think I really need the infantry, so let's go for that. On Nulond, got communal farming. They're going to build public fountains now. Kalanhad got public fountains, so now we build... Governor's quarters. Brethil got a ballista maker, which is pretty useless, but we also can't do anything here. Ethering got chicken farms. Practice range, sold. I don't think we want to recruit anything anyways, so we're going to leave it where it is. Brethil got 3 units. Let's send them towards Western Osgiliath for staging. Minas Tirith retrained those territorial guardsmen, which I now wish I had left in Eastern Osgiliath. Pelargir retrained these Lebanon Marines. They'll head back up to Western Osgiliath. And then Eastern Osgiliath retrain a couple units, which is good because they're going to need them. Okay. What I predict is going to happen is they're going to attack me at Cair Andros. They're going to attack me at Minas Morgul. They're going to let Eastern Osgiliath... No, they're going to attack me at all 3 places, I think. So let's just get to the end turn so that we can do all 3 of these battles. Let's move our spy. Holy troop spam. Are they under siege? Yes, they are. Okay, good job, Tol Amroth. Jeez, okay. I did not expect you to do that. That works really, really well, though. This is still neutral for some reason. Yes, it is. Morannon is still barely defended. Urk-Estelad is still barely defended. This is a very interesting little situation that I've gotten myself into. What else should I do? I was going to keep an eye on Enedwythe up here. They seem to have moved that army that was around here somewhere else. They might be going after Parthiaur, which is fine. I think I'm going to have the spy hang out next to this village so that I know what I'm facing if I do need to attack Enedwythe in the future. And then I think we're ready for an end turn. So, save game. Wait, is this Captain Aragorn? What? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Anyways, we have saved the game. Let us end the turn and see what they do about these armies. I anticipate we're going to get attacked at all 3 places. I want to believe. Because honestly, I want to fight these battles. I don't want to sit around and wait for my troops to die. Come on. Bring it on, Mordor. Yes, okay. This is the big one. So this is Boromir versus 2 Nazgul, another general, and a whole bunch of trash. They aren't going to need any of those siege equipment bits, so hopefully we can do some damage to them. We do have a good amount of infantry and a really good amount of archers. We don't have a lot of territorial guardsmen. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. Let's see how this goes. Because, like, I think we're going to do a good amount of damage to them with the archers. We just need to kind of deploy things correctly so that the archers can continue to do damage after the infantry have been engaged. It's going to be the tricky part. Okay. I do kind of wish I had more infantry now that I'm looking at this. These guys are not going to want to deploy correctly, so I'm just going to get them close to where I want them, and then we'll fix it later. These territorial guardsmen are going to be kind of in the back, because I don't know why, they do seem to melt a little bit when they go into a siege situation like this. So I'm not going to push them too much. These Lebanon Marines are going to be here so that they can throw into the big pile of enemies once we get that happening. I think these territorial guardsmen actually are going to reinforce the direction where the town center is, because that's what seems... Usually they try to push through just directly towards the town center, so we want to reinforce this part of our lines. Boromir is going to sit over here, hopefully safe and sound. We're going to have one archer militia here. One archer militia... No, I lied. Boromir's going to be way over here. One archer militia there. One archer militia here. And then the rest of the archer militia are going to be on this side. And hopefully they'll be able to get decent angles as the enemies come in. But I'm also hoping that both sides can get good angles on the troops once they are down here. And obviously these archer militia will run out of ammo, and we'll just send them in to reinforce the lines. Okay, let's begin the battle, and let's start fixing our deployment, because this is absolute trash. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. It's a nice wide circle for them to come and get damaged in. I actually might shorten this one up. And I want this troop to come here. And that's looking pretty good. We'll probably use defensive stance, given that we're in a defensive position. It makes sense to do so. I should put all of these guys on guard mode, because I don't want them bunching up too much. Put you... Wait, no, you are the Marines, so I want you back further, actually. And the Territorial Guardsmen, I think, are in the correct position right now, so that's good. We have... All of our archers are firing. That's good news. You're darn right you're ready for battle. You better be ready for battle. Okay. We are going to add to fatigue with this skill, but we're going to stop them doing as much damage as they might have done otherwise, so let's do that right now. %1 for 2% is not really the start that I wanted. They're coming in, though. So hopefully we can start to get some good damage done. We've got javelins flying already. 2% for 3%. This is going to be a slog. An absolute slog. Oof, that's quite the arrow arc for some of my archers here, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Ultimately, it's archer militia. What are they going to do? Shoot accurately? Like, that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, the javelins are doing okay, looks like. Yep. Good, 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 good. Okay. This could be going better, but it could be going worse. Once we get rid of their generals, we're going to have a lot better time. Guaranteed. You see how they're moving towards the town center and just don't really care about any of my troops? That's exactly what I wanted to prevent with these territorial guardsmen. Hopefully the territorial guardsmen will be able to help prevent any further issues, but it does seem like they're already going to need some reinforcements. Let's put the Lebanon Marines on guard mode and have them do that. And yeah, the Gondor militia are definitely starting to go down. But all of our archers are still firing, which is good news. I think it's because we've given them a nice wide target here in the center of things. So they have the ability to keep shooting, even though all of their troops are in among all of my troops. So this is a good way to conduct the siege, I think. At least for now. I might... This is looking a little thin over here. I'm considering spreading out my territorial guardsmen so they can cover this. But I'm not sure I can do anything about it right now. 21 for 21. We're keeping score. We're keeping even with them. What are you two doing? Can you please just fire directly into that exposed side? That would be great, thanks. You can't? Let me disabuse you of the notion that you can't. It looks like all of my archers stopped firing for some reason. Let's fix that. I absolutely do not care if we get a little bit of friendly fire. I just want these orcs to go down. Let's fire off the thingy. See if that helps us shore things up here. Because this is looking real bad at this point. Maybe I should have made a smaller circle. But, I don't know, I didn't really have a whole lot of choice in the matter. Oh, we're inching ahead of them percentage-wise. That's good news. Okay. Still shooting. That's good. Yeah, we're definitely getting a good increase in percentage. That's excellent to see. Okay. Our lines are definitely breaking at this point. And that's going to be very, very bad for us. However, there's a decent chance that we can get rid of ammo from these archers and use one of them to reinforce this right flank. I'm not too worried about the left flank because I don't think they're going to focus there, but if I can get somebody in here, that would be great. We lost a unit already? How? Where? What? It was a militia unit, but still. How are they doing that much damage to me when they're just charging through us blindly? That is absolutely crazy. Alright, just hit these guys point blank, please. Okay, so some of them are making it through to the town center. That is okay. We can send one of our archer militia units to go and deal with them, but right now our priority is definitely to get one of these units over into this gap so that we can stop some of the orcs from streaming through. Okay, so now we can send a unit over here to, at the very least, reset the timer, but hopefully also deal with some of these units that are getting through. Get over here, help reinforce the lines. You also get over here. Help reinforce the lines. You are almost ready. You are already ready. Let's get you over here.
The enemy is no longer in command.
Is it the best idea for me to be sending archers in to do melee fighting? No. Is it what I'm gonna do? Yes.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I'm gonna have this unit come over here and help with this nonsense. Because, yeah, we cannot just let them breeze through. That simply will not work. Boy, these maulers have some significant issues. I said come over here. I don't know why you're over there. Maybe I didn't tell you to go over there. I don't know. I'm gonna gaslight my archer militia. Don't cancel me, please. Alright. Orc maulers. You win the prize of being flanked. Okay. We've killed 60%. They've killed 50% of ours. I'm very happy with that, actually. This could be going a lot worse. We're definitely going to need to retrain some units here, but we're getting rid of a big army and 2 Nazgul and 1 Orc General. The Nazgul can be replaced. The Orc General cannot. Or rather, the Nazgul will respawn. The Orc General will not. He will be gone until they can create a new Orc General. Alright, Boromir, are you ready to kick some butt? Hope so. He's going to be in the front lines, which I'm not sure I prefer, but it's better than having, like, I don't know. It's better than having him not engaged. Oh, we're right up against the Temple Wards, eh? That could be an issue. But it looks like we've got things under control here. And it looks like we are handling this as well. It's very good news. Enemy General fallen, Tarshnok. That's good. I think that's the Orc. Once these guys are done with this fight, we will send them back over to help with the lines here. Defeat is almost a certainty. Boromir, are you kidding? You've got this, my man. You absolutely got this. I have every faith in you. Excuse me. Alright, we are 9 percentage points ahead of them. If this continues the way it's going, we're going to be fine. If not, let's not think about that just yet. But we got rid of one of their generals already. That's a good sign for morale. They're going to have some morale problems pretty soon here. Are you done? You are done. Okay. Come on over here. Help with these temple wards. We are going to need it. We have almost lost all of our infantry units. So it's going to be archers versus whatever they've got left. And that's not going to go very well, I don't think. Maybe Boromir can carry the day, but... Ugh, we have like 0 infantry left. We have these Lebanon Marines, we have 18 Gondor militia here, but it's less than 10 of everything else. Which is very much not ideal. And they're starting to catch up. What's happening here? What is going on? Is it because the temple wards are like at the front now? Oh boy. Let's make sure morale does not take a hit here. It says victory is almost a certainty now, but we're losing ground. We are not gaining ground at this point. So I'm not sure why things are changing for the better. Oh, there we go. Now defeat seems certain again. Okay, this does not look good. I don't know that there's a lot more I can do, like, maneuvering-wise. So, let's start to fast forward a bit. Yeah, that's not looking great. Toot the horn. Yeah, we've lost this battle. I don't know how, but we've lost this battle. We've gotten 3/4 of their army down, but we just, for some reason, it's almost like using archers as infantry units is not a good strategy. And I wish somebody had told me that. I mean, we do have a number of troops left. I don't know that it's enough for us to make a difference, especially since Boromir seems to be losing all manner of troops, and I don't know why. I mean, he's up against Temple Wards, presumably. I think we're going to lose Boromir. I don't like this. But I think we're going to lose Boromir, and we're going to lose Eastern Osgiliath again. On the bright side, we do have an army forming in Western Osgiliath that should be able to retake it, but losing Boromir and losing... I mean, losing just Boromir itself is a bad thing, but losing, like, a general is devastating. Losing all these troops is really, really bad. Losing Eastern Osgiliath is just... yeah, this is not the way I wanted this to go, to be sure. Alright, we are in capital T trouble. We've done a lot of damage, but they're going to heal. And it's just... I just have to let this play out. Just fast forward, see what happens. Maybe Boromir can toot his way to victory somehow. But I gotta say, I don't feel like that's gonna be a good strategy. We're certainly giving it our all. Fight to the last man. The last man's probably gonna be Boromir at the end of it. Maybe not. These archers are doing really well. Yeah, we lost Boromir. I definitely didn't want to lose Boromir. But it's okay. We didn't even kill half of this army. Or they healed back to more than half of their army. They did lose an entire general, so that's a good thing, but... it's not what I wanted. It's really not. Okay. That's fine. There's still hope for the other two battles. Assuming those two battles actually happen. Yeah, gloat all you want. I'm coming for you. They're gonna have... okay, they're gonna attack here. Now, an opportunity for Faramir, Captain of Gondor, to show his quality. Alright, Southrun Warband, that's probably the strongest unit they have. The rest of this is very disappointing, and it's a captain-led army. Like, I don't see this being an issue. It'll probably be okay. Faramir is going to be instrumental, as usual. And we're going to do our best here. Start deployment. Let's do this thing. Alright, Athelian Rangers are up there. That's good. We've got more Athelian Rangers. They're nowhere. Come here. You go here. We don't have more archers, and I don't know why. Let us build ourselves a little zone of fun. Really wish the Territorial Guardsmen wouldn't say Gondor Militia. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Gondor Militia should be saying Gondor Militia, but the Territorial Guardsmen are not Gondor Militia. Alright, nice dense defensive line there. Nothing else we need to deploy, so let's just get this started. Alright. Are they abandoning the ladders? It looks like they are moving the ladders backwards. They are abandoning the siege tower. They are bringing forward one ram. Okay. We have had good success with that course of events in the past, so let us hope that everything goes very, very well for us here. We do have 2 Athelian Ranger units firing on them, so we should be getting good amounts of kills per ammo used. We also have these towers shooting at them, which is also going to help. Speaking of, I might want to change my deployment a little bit so that we have the towers can shoot down a little bit. Just going to start kind of shaping it a little bit wider. A little bit further out is kind of the goal here. It can actually be a lot narrower, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not too worried about this. Looks pretty good the way it is now. Let's see what happens once everybody's done scurrying about. Yeah, that looks like about the range that we need if the enemies here are going to get shot by the towers. So, A-okay. We've already killed 6% of them. They have killed nothing from our side. Oh, they don't even have archers, do they? Oh, that is so sad. Are you archers? No, you are Morannon Guard. You're probably Orc hosts. Wow, this is hilarious. Okay. So, our 2 archer units have killed almost 10% of them already, and we haven't even used half our ammo. I should say, our 2 archer units and the towers. Oh boy, keep it up, guys. This is going great. Okay. I do want guard mode on. I don't want them to draw us into weird conflict. Okay, 10%.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have
And they're already shaken. This is very good news, because if we can get a morale victory, that is still a victory. Any kind of victory is a victory. Alright. 1 for 11. They brought in the... Southron Warband, yeah, they have. Okay, so hopefully those guys aren't a whole lot more tough than the orcs. Because if, like, we can knock out the orcs. The orcs have bad morale, we can steamroll them. But the Southron Warband I haven't fought before, so I don't know how it's going to go. It's possible that they're a much better unit. I'm sure they have better morale. Okay. Look at the... Wow. Are these all my archers, or is this mostly tower? I don't know. I want to know. Make sure the archers keep firing, even though there's a very slim chance that they're going to hit some of their comrades. I would rather you keep shooting and kill more orcs than worry about your friends. Believe me, you don't want to worry about your friends right now. Okay. Yep, towers are still looking good. I think those are tower shots, yeah. The Athelian Rangers are doing their best. Looks like they're having to arc over, which is fine. 10 for 25. They appear to be pushing pretty hard to try to get through to the town center. And that's okay. It does mean they probably are taking more damage than usual, but I don't know. 13 for 28. This could be going better. We are losing a lot. We don't want to lose too much. But if we can stay ahead of them, this is going to go just fine. I don't know why the balance of power is still, like, so freaked out about this battle. I honestly do not feel threatened anymore. Oh, wait a minute. I may have spoken too soon. They're really pushing here. Let's do this. Boy, that sound clip really got just chopped up just then. I'm really sorry about the audio quality on that one. I don't know that there's anything I can do about it. I tried messing around with the audio files. It did not go well for me. Like, I know there is still music that I am not allowed to use. I'm trying my best to talk over it so that it is not as big of an issue, but... Oh, that's good news. Their captain is down. And so begins the routing. The Southron Warband is the first to rout? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I thought you guys were going to be the last unit on the field. Wow. Disappointing. Alright. Who's next? Orc Host. Predictable. They'll probably start coming back, honestly. We've only gotten through half of them. And we really need more than half. We are not going to let this army get away. Building captured? What? I expect they'll start coming back shortly. Basically telling the archers that they can fire at whoever they like now. Because we are not as worried about... Oh, wait a minute. Is everybody routing? Except for these two units that are going to come and attack me now? Seems that's the situation. Okay. So we will stay in our formation. And we will remain ready for these two units to come and do their thing. Oh, are they too stupid? Nope, they dropped the ladders. They're coming in. Alright, excellent. And it looks to me like the positioning of the arrows means, yes, some of them are coming back. So, we needn't worry about chasing these units all over the map. We can simply destroy them as they come back in with our archers, and we can destroy them when they get back in with our infantry. Boy, an army with a lot of infantry is going a lot smoother than the army that didn't have hardly any infantry. I don't know what that's about. I was pretty sure that using archers as infantry was going to go super duper well for me, but apparently I was wrong. And we lost Boromir because of it. That's my bad. I could fire this again. I'm not sure if there's any point. I think we've probably got them licked at this point. I think they're probably going to rout pretty quickly once they get here. Like, they lost their captain. They're orcs. They're gonna lose heart pretty quickly. Yeah. Yep, one of them's already routing.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
They lost a lot of units, or a lot of troops to the archers on the way in as well, so this routing and coming back thing was not without its costs. Okay, looking good. They do have... So these fresh troops coming in probably will reinforce the morale of these other troops. Because they'll be like, oh, we have friends now, and that's going to be great, but, like, I don't know how effective that'll be, because I really need to take out this army. Come on, keep it up. Should we target? I think we should start actually moving in on them. What in the heck is this? Alright, whatever. I'm going to start taking some of the better units and charge them in. By better, I mean less completely destroyed. What happens to my units, honestly? Like, I try to keep them nice and shiny once they come out of the box, but nope.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
We're doing okay. 66%. Is my general fighting right now? I think he almost certainly is fighting right now. I think that's probably a good thing. Let's fire off a later ship. Pretty sure a general, or like an Athelian Rangers unit with a general will not have trouble with some Moran and Guard. Especially not on a wall. I do wish they were still firing arrows, but there's only so much you can do. In fact, that's a bad idea, because friendly fire could actually matter in that case, because if they hit Faramir a bunch of times, he dies faster. We definitely don't want to lose both of Denethor's sons. That would be a bad thing. We already lost one, and he's going to go crazy because of it. Alright. This is pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. Let's just fast forward this. How are we doing? 79%. Keep pushing. You know, it says 85%. I'm not sure I believe it. Who's still fighting? Oh. No. They are not coming back. They are running in a different direction. Which is something that the AI does for some reason.
The enemy army flees the field.
I kind of want to continue and see if we can't find a way to capture more of these guys. Yeah, some of them are routing like back and forth. I'm not sure why, but I'm happy to take the prisoners. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are doing. They're very, very silly. Alright. I think everybody's chasing somebody at this point. It's just a matter of either catching them or watching them walk off the map. Looks like all of our troops over here have chased their friends off the map. Let's just send them this direction just in case. There's very little chance that that's going to matter. Yeah, it looks to me like that's really not going to make any kind of difference. Here comes Faramir. He's going to help. Yeah, this unit is just going to get away. Cool. I think we got him. We healed. I feel like we healed a little bit. I did not check. Yeah, we healed a very little bit. It's honestly not great, but still a pretty decent amount of work. Athelian Rangers doing 351. Completely outclassing the rest of the... And the other Athelian Rangers didn't do nearly as well, but they had a third of the troops, so that's kind of to be expected. But yeah, Faramir's doing some good work. We got to get more Athelian Rangers, I think. Certainly more archers. As long as I don't use them as infantry. Alright, last but not least, I'm thinking they're going to attack me at Minas Morgul with the army that they were bringing down on the eastern side of Athelion. And if they do that, I can make up for losing Eastern Osgiliath by taking Minas Morgul, which would be helpful, but it means another battle. We are already running out of time. I am almost at my hour-long episode goal. Of course, I've gone over in the past, but I don't want to go over now. I had a long day. Do check out my Ingress channel to see why, because it's been a fun day. Definitely been a fun day, but it has been a long day also. I will put a link to my Ingress channel in the description. Alright, Mistrand besieged. Rune is having trouble. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. Alright, Faramir is the faction heir. Good job, Faramir. I believe in you. Lone Gollin got a blacksmith. Let's start working on Master Mason's Hall. Kadasas got communal farming. There we can work on practice range. Start moving stuff into Western Osgiliath so that we have some semblance of a defense. I'm even going to put these 2 units in there. I know they are somewhat depleted, but I'd rather have them than nothing at this point. I still have no idea what this retrain is going to do, but I'm going to do it anyways. Archer Militia might be worth doing. Just because I know I don't have a whole lot of archers in this settlement. Oh, don't have the training slots anyways. I was not able to build everywhere last turn. Let's think about that. Breath heal. Ugh, these are some god-awful mines. It might be worth going for just so I don't have to look at it anymore, but not just yet. Meeting hall for 750. Wasn't I upgrading a village somewhere? Yes, settled on. That's going to be done next turn. So I think in theory we won't see that until next episode. But so it goes. I think everything else is building, so I might actually build these mines. They're absolutely terrible mines, but it's something. Is this also a village? No, it's a keep. 1,500. So we're almost there on that. Okay, what else can I do? I need to train some units, please. Yes, excellent. Spy, perfect. Kadasast, excellent. Collinhad, Territorial Guardsman. Brathil, a horse, of course. Actually, no. Pelargir. I think I need the archer. Alright, head your way over here. It looks like they're thinking about attacking me at Minas Morgul, but they didn't bring enough guys. Go get some more guys, alright? Okay. Slightly reinforced at Cair Andros. It looks like the threat of Mordor is somewhat lessened. Okay. I'm actually still under an hour, so I feel like if we can just finish this turn quickly, then I can probably do another end turn. And maybe we'll end up getting into another fight. I don't necessarily want to, but I will just let it happen if it does. And oh shush. I did not say the magic words. I don't know why that just happened. Okay. Yeah. What else is there to do? Like, okay. We have one Nazgul here. Do we have another Nazgul over here somewhere? No. Where did the other Nazgul go? There were 2 Nazguls, weren't there? He's not up here. not up here. Huh. Sneaky Nazgul is somewhere. Don't know where. Okay. This army is really just not a problem. This army might be, but they can't reach me at Minas Morgul. I guess they could reinforce this army from Eastern Osgiliath, but they'd be leaving Eastern Osgiliath very, very, very vulnerable. I mean, they can see that I've got new troops coming in next turn. They know. They know that things are about to go down. Well, let's see what happens, shall we? I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Let's go. Really having a huge tug-of-war with Mordor over Minas Morgul and Eastern Osgiliath, and I'm sick of it. But at the same time, like, it needs to be done. We need to take territory. We need to start whittling Mordor down. Ooh, that was a lot of troop movement. But they didn't attack me anywhere, so I'm gonna have to look at what the heck they just did. I'm a little worried. That looked scary. I don't know how scary it is, though, before I see it. Okay. Okay. No, this could be worse. We get our reinforcements into Western Osgiliath. If they attack us, that's fantastic. That's a captain army. Like, no, that's just silly. Shivus the Desert Sand is there. Is that that was the missing Nazgul. Okay, Gunult and the Honored are still there. Are we under siege at Cair Andros? That happened, but I was not informed of it. That's strange. Faction announcements. We got our new spy, so that's good news. Let's use our new spy somehow. I think I should probably send him down down Conway, but or maybe no, I should send him into Mordor. So let's hold off until we can get the situation at Cair Andros maybe a little bit more under control. I could sally out against this guy and probably get Eastern Osgiliath for free. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to see what they want to do. If they pull back, I will besiege Eastern Osgiliath with this entire army. If they stay there, I don't know. I might just go for the battle, you know? I might just go for the battle. We do have some new troops. Let's move this guy over to Cair Andros. Pedargir, you can come up to Western Osgiliath at your leisure. Kadasast, Gondor Militia, same. Already dealt with Minas Tirith. Cair Andros, we did get 2 retrainings in. That's good news. Part of me wants the Archer Militia, but part of me really doesn't want to bother. Columbell got public fountains. Let's start working on a blacksmith. Settlond got the town upgrade. We will start working here on a grain exchange. Oops. That was close. Public fountains at Tornost. Communal farming. Kirith Eaur got barracks. I would take the stables. And Cair Andros got a meeting hall. Let us... We don't have a leather worker? Okay, let's build a leather worker. That's looking good. It's not ideal. It's something. I don't know if this is going to end up being reinforcements. If it does, that would be actually slightly helpful. It does look like this is a good match for our army, though, so I'm not too worried about it. It looks like they're almost identical in power levels. They may have given up on Minas Morgul. That's okay. However, they do have a lot of armies floating around, so I'm not sure what they're going to do in the next turn. I'm excited to find out, but sadly, we just crossed the hour mark, so I am going to call it quits here, I believe. I don't know what this this Variag army is doing. I don't like it. I can tell you that. I don't like it at all. Pothanur is barely defended. Ostithil is slightly better defended. Oh, that's so tempting, but Mordor really has me tied up. I cannot make a move right now. Look, Zagar is back. I'm pretty sure I got rid of this guy before. They're just constantly moving troops out of the Black Gate, and there is nothing I can do about that until I deal with Minas Morgul. So we're going to continue fighting the good fight. While I'm at this, I might as well do some recruitment, right? If there's anything nearby I can recruit, I will do so. Horse, of course. Okay. I think that's everything that I want to do. So, we will save the game. We will end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm going to put a link to my Ingress channel in the description if you want to check that out. Otherwise, like the video, subscribe, do all the normal YouTube engagement things. I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.